He who stops being better stops being good. This famous quote is true for all of us. If you want to be good, we have to perpetually work on our improvements. Otherwise, we simply fall behind. This is why I want to provide you with a technology update so that you can stay ahead of your competitors. Today's topic is the SigmaLine and what Müller-Martini did to improve its technology. Hi, my name is Roger Lüscher. I've been working for Müller-Martini over 13 years, and I was deeply involved in the engineering of the new technologies and the SigmaLine 3. I hope you can take away a couple items from this presentation that are important to you and your business. Thanks for joining me today. I assume I don't have to ask if anyone knows this car. It's obviously a Tesla. The model? Yes, it's a Model X. But what does a Tesla have anything to do with today's topic? You will find out during this presentation. But back to our SigmaLine 3. We launched the new SigmaLine with groundbreaking features that we are covering in the next 20 minutes. Today, I will not explain the machine in general. I will present predominantly what is new compared to the previous version, the SigmaLine 2. Before we go into details, I want to show you this chart. Our process and design knowledge on book manufacturing are based on SigmaLine installations all over the world. 47 installations in total, with its biggest player, North America, that includes 28 SigmaLines, from SigmaLine 1 to SigmaLine 3, which is the latest version. And I'm proud to say that with our most recent developments, we probably achieved the biggest technology leap in the SigmaLine history. The new SigmaLine may look very familiar to you, but inside the machine is where the magic happens. I'm sure you all know the components of the SigmaLine: web buffer, former boards, depending on what folding scheme you intend to run, 1 or 2 former boards. Then we have the Sigma folder. We built this particular machine part from the ground up and incorporated unique features. You will learn about those improvements today. Lastly, the signatures are stacked and glued to book blocks in the collator. All these sub-processes are supervised by the Sigma control desk. If it's one thing that you should take away from this presentation, it is these 4 key values: performance, accessibility, flexibility, and autonomy. That's exactly what the new SigmaLine 3 stands for. I will explain to you why. Performance. Let's come back to Tesla for a second. What you see here is the chassis from a Tesla. Its 2 electric motors accelerate the Tesla Model S in under 2 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour. Tesla cars show incredible performance with almost constant torque and rank on top of the fastest cars available. Besides all that power, they are very efficient. Here you see our all-new sheeter, driven by 2 electric servo motors. One for the cutting cylinder and one for the counter knives. Both of these top-notch drives have almost the same peak torque as those in the Tesla I showed you before. But we are efficient too. We use this high power only in specific but crucial moments. 98% of the time, the SigmaLine runs very efficiently. But when the torque is needed, boom, it's there, instantly. I will show you the principle in a minute. Most of you may already know the concept of the SigmaLine. We take the continuous web from any industrial digital printing press and slit, merge and fold it into signatures. These signatures are then stacked and glued to perfectly looking book blocks. Signatures are still the best and most efficient way to produce a book block. Folding the web length and crosswise enables closed signature heads, resulting in the highest performance in class. So we didn't want to change that. But it comes with a downside: blank pages. Depending on your print content, there can be a large number of blank pages in the end of a book, due to the given pagination. But not anymore. We did what nobody thought would be possible. We combined the most efficient way to produce book blocks using signatures with a unique technology to minimize blank pages. Whenever your print content does not match with the folding scheme, the machine autonomously adds a signature with a reduced page number. We call these half signatures. This is how we do it. Normally, the sheeter cuts and perforates single sheets that are subsequently folded. Whenever it's needed, the sheeter switches into half signature mode and double cuts. That's why we call it the dynamic sheeter. The half signature is then conveyed through a separate path to position it on top of a regular signature and fold them together. Here again, in an overview. The dynamic sheeter normally cuts and perforates single sheets, here in gray, that are subsequently cross-folded, then length-folded, and finally stacked and glued to book blocks. To reduce blank pages, the sheeter switches instantly into dynamic mode and produces a half signature by cutting twice. The half signature, here in green, is then conveyed separately through the so-called bypass and merged back into the main product stream. We position the half signature on top of a regular signature and fold them together. Nesting the half signature makes the signature package even more stable. As a result, we have one half signature per book block. We patented this unique method, which allows us to reduce blank pages in a book up to 57%, while maintaining our outstanding performance with signatures. Here you see the production of half signatures running through the bypass. We have integrated a super fast signature stop that not only supports the crossfold, but also allows free passage of the unfolded half signatures. The sheeter knife works reliably and precisely, switching between regular perforated signatures and short half signatures within milliseconds. Perf cut, perf cut, cut, perf cut, perf cut, perf cut, perf cut, perf cut, cut, perf cut, perf cut. I think you got the idea. And there is no speed limitation with this functionality, which works up to 1000 feet per minute. So we understand now which key components make the SigmaLine 3 so powerful and performant. Let's now have a look at accessibility. And also here I would like to point out similarities to the most valuable car manufacturer in the world. Do you see it? Wait, I go back. Did you get it? The only question is, who was first? You may say now, wait, that's not new on the SigmaLine. We have an older SigmaLine version that already came with Falcon doors. That's true. We have used Falcon doors for quite a while. But we didn't stop there and have further improved accessibility on the SigmaFolder 3. Do you remember the dynamic sheeter when I talked about performance? The push of a button on the touchscreen automatically releases the dynamic sheeter. The entire unit can be easily pulled out of the machine without any special tools or additional devices. Perfect access on an ergonomic height enables to quickly replace knives or to simply check current cut quality. Another great example demonstrates the excellent accessibility to the paper path in our new length folder. But why did we do this? Because we understand how vital machine uptime is. Machine uptime is a vast contributor to net output and performance. After machine stop, it is crucial to be back in production as fast as possible. Good access to the paper stream helps tremendously. Let's see what allowed us to make such an important improvement. On the left-hand side, you see the length folder of the Sigma Folder 2. We have this massive folding mechanism with the fast revolving mechanical sword. A very heavy machine frame is required, not only to keep up with the resulting high rotation forces, but also to ensure the required precision between the fold rollers and the sword. On the right hand side, you see our all new length folder design. Müller-Martini invented a completely new folding principle. It is so simple. People keep asking why no one else came up with this idea before us. Do you see the differences between the two designs? How massive the old version was, and how elegant and simple it looks on the Sigma Folder 3. I believe most of you recognize the mechanical length sword that is depicted here in detail. If the sword is not adjusted precisely to the spinning fold rollers, process complications or even scuffing can occur. And additional deflection guides that swivel up and down are required to avoid dog ears at higher speeds. This technology is part of the past. We got rid of all these mechanical devices and use simply air instead. Compressed air initiates the folding impulse. We simply blow the signature between the revolving fold rollers. We call this system length air folder. You may probably ask yourself, how can this be precise? Well, as we don't accelerate any parts, only air, the response time of this system is by factors faster and more precise than any mechanical apparatus. Let's review this in action. You see the signatures entering the length air folder. It almost appears random, as the signatures travel so fast at 1000 feet per minute. But when we have a look at it in slow motion, then we see the precision of the paper flow. We even control the signature tails to ensure flawless entering of the subsequent signature. Let's watch it again and focus on the half signature. I explained how the dynamic sheeter produces half signatures. Review now how they enter the length air folder. The airfold technology allows us to immediately suppress the folding impulse and nest the half signature on top of the regular signature and fold them together. By the way, have you noticed the little sombrero heads that facilitate the positioning of the signatures? We know now how we produce half signatures with the dynamic sheeter and how we incorporate the half signatures into the book blocks using airfold technology. We also use airfold technology for our crossfold. The two folding principles look very similar, so we won't show the crossfold again. These combined technologies offer advantages beyond accessibility. They provide unique flexibility, production flexibility. With the Sigma Folder 2, the previous version, you are able to produce signature blocks for softcover and hardcover books. With our patented technologies on the new Sigma Folder 3, we can expand our production capabilities. The combination of the airfold technology and the dynamic sheeter enables not only the production of regular book blocks for perfect binding, but also the signature manufacturing for saddle stitching and thread sewing. Let me show you how this is possible. The incredible flexibility of the airfold allows us to suppress 1, 2, 3, or even 4 folding impulses and stack signatures before the final length fold. Instead of a perforation wheel to facilitate the length fold, we use water scoring. With water scoring, you get that precise and untouched spine, which is needed for saddle stitching and thread sewing. After we comprehend what makes our new technologies so incredibly flexible, we come to our last key value: autonomy. Tesla is also famous for its self-driving cars. I found this picture online, and what I like about it is that the woman in this picture uses her gained time to read a physical book. But back to self-driving cars. Do you see the 2 yellow rectangles through the windshield? Self-driving cars use cameras to scan their surroundings to adjust their behavior accordingly. Well, we use cameras to scan and reliably track our signatures during production. We incorporate barcodes in each signature and scan every single copy along its way through the SigmaLine. After machine stop or print quality issue, our system detects missing signatures and autonomously initiates reprints. When all signatures are complete, and only then, the machine releases the finished bookblock. This is the only true way to ensure 100% product integrity. Earlier, I talked about half signatures and how we produce them. But the true beauty is, you don't have to worry about whether or not to produce in this dynamic mode, because the SigmaLine entirely takes care of your production. Connex, our intelligent machine software, autonomously adds half signatures to minimize blank pages based on your uploaded PDF files. The SigmaLine changes bookblock dimensions and folding schemes automatically on the fly. This enables you to line up jobs and produce back to back. Our software management tools remember your machine settings autonomously based on the selected paper names. We call this functionality paper recipes. And finally, we maintained our successful remote service that is facilitated through connectivity to your machine. In case of an emergency, we are there to help you immediately. Let's memorize again the 4 key values that describe the new Sigma Folder 3. I showed how we achieve the highest performance in class using signatures to efficiently build book blocks. How our new dynamic sheeter reduces blank pages by autonomously incorporating half signatures. We finally learned that Tesla copied our Falcon doors, or maybe not, who knows. But we understand now how the new simple airfoil technology allows us to improve accessibility and hence precious machine uptime. How the technology leap helped us to implement new fields of application such as saddle stitching and thread sewing. And finally, you see that we consistently work on enabling our machines to produce autonomously, using barcodes to track every single signature throughout our entire SigmaLine and even beyond. You know that we change our book formats and folding schemes on the fly, and that you can line up jobs to produce seamlessly back to back. With the SigmaLine 3, you can process long runs as well as short runs, or even book of one with our VDP, variable data printing. I hope this technology update about Müller Martini's new SigmaLine 3 included some valuable information for you and your business. Thank you.